You might hear that Kabukicho is the bad area of Tokyo, so to show you what it's really like, we're going to take a walk around at night and see what's going on. At the moment it's 10:10 on a Sunday night. In some places Sunday night might be the quiet night in the evening, but here that is definitely not the case. It's really busy in Tokyo, especially in Shinjuku at the moment. There's still so many people out and about. Now I know some people watch my channel with their kids and I try and keep my videos as PG as possible, but this is the red light district of Tokyo, so if you want to skip to the end, there are some UFO catchers. I'm not sure exactly where Kabukicho strictly starts, but it feels like when you cross this major road, that's when you're into Kabukicho. That's where you can see the sign across there. And that next street down there is Godzilla Road, that's also got a sign, and you can just about see the red Kabukicho sign on the next road along. Up there's that building, the karaoke building with the castle on top. It's all very glitzy around Shinjuku. We are going into Kabukicho and probably shouldn't film them, but I can see someone drunk asleep on the street already. It's a nightlife area where people go out drinking, so there are often very drunk people. Look at all these signs and neon lights. It makes it feel like a really exciting place. Oh, this is actually an arcade that has lots of Amuse cute plushies, or it did. Does it still have them?
Amuse Fun, I don't know.
Amuse Fun, yeah, that was the Amuse arcade that had all the alpacas and everything. There's your drunk people. Friendly drunks. Is he asleep or on his phone? I'm not sure. But there's so many people around that it doesn't feel unsafe at all, in my opinion. Though there is a lot of dodgy stuff here, but you can't always tell from the street.
Oh, do you want to go down there? That's the main square.
Yeah, let's head towards that. The Toho Cinema building with the Hotel Gracery and the Godzilla head kind of feels like the centre of Kabukicho. And then there's lots of smaller streets around that. Some people having a sing-along there. I think it is, yeah, that's the 24-hour gyoza bar, so there's a video about that on my channel. It's pretty good. And there's the Toho Cinema building. You can see the Kabukicho Tower in the background with the Hotel Bellevue Star and the hotel group. Yep, that's the entrance to the Hotel Gracery, and there's a video about that on my channel as well. You see lots of girls lined up along the road. Last time when we were here at the start of March, when it was colder, they were all wearing really cute fluffy hoodies with bunny ears and things. Oh, she's got cat ears on. I'm not sure exactly what they're touting for.
Probably best not to.
Yeah, best not to ask, but...
Yeah, don't get involved.
There's some arcades there. And another arcade across the street. And there's the entrance to Kabukicho Tower. There's quite a lot of trash around here. Kabukicho is not as clean as some parts of Tokyo. Having said, it's perfectly safe walking around Kabukicho at night and you won't run into any trouble. The thing I would definitely advise you not to do is to let touts drag you into their bars. There are touts on the streets, and the only times I've heard of tourists getting into trouble are if they've gone into the bars and they get huge charges on their credit cards, or they have their drinks spiked, or both. So if anyone tries to entice you into their establishment, definitely just ignore them, keep on walking. Walking around as a couple, me and Phil don't really get hassled by touts at all, I don't think.
It's happened once or twice.
Yeah, not that much. But if you're a group of guys, or if you're walking around on your own, you might find they bother you a bit more. Judging from the comments, that does happen to other people more than it does to us. Over there on the corner, it's a koban. That's a police box. If you feel like it's dodgy or you need help from the police, that's where you can find them. A couple of times when I've said that I don't think it's unsafe to be walking around Kabukicho, a couple of people have thought maybe I'm being naive in the comments. But I do know when an area feels unsafe, and often in the UK I do feel it's unsafe, especially at night, and I really don't get that feeling here because there's so many people around. There's not really anything threatening, and granted I don't walk around on my own, I've got Phil here with me, there it is. But still, I really don't get that unsafe feeling here. Now we're walking a bit, I think we're north or east or northeast of the Toho Cinema building area. I'm just going to show you the area where there's lots of love hotels, which are hotels people can go for a stay or the full night. And most of them just look a bit sort of glitzy on the outside, or the entrances are a bit closed off, and you can see the signs outside with the prices for a rest as well as the whole night, like down there. So I guess it is quite seedy, but it's not terrible. It looks quite glamorous in a way, in a tacky sort of way. So I've stayed in Kabukicho several times, not just at the Hotel Grace. We've stayed in the Hotel Grand Bell and the E-Hotel Higashi Shinjuku. And I found it's a really good place to stay. There's some good hotels here at decent prices. And the location is really good for getting to Shinjuku Station and having lots of arcades around you for nighttime. So I wouldn't avoid staying here. Some people are concerned it's not a family area, which I'll leave it up to you to decide whether it's right for your family or not. There are a lot of dodgy establishments here, but they're not always that obvious from the street.
It's not that explicit when you do see stuff. You see some places which have pictures of girls up, but they're kind of headshots normally, and maybe bikini, but even that's pretty rare around here compared to other areas like certain parts of Fukuoka. That seems like there's a lot more of it. So sure, you get the girls on the street, and that's not great, and you get the odd kind of suggestive sign, but it's not like I've not been to Amsterdam, but it's not like Amsterdam, I imagine.
Like how we imagine Amsterdam to be.
Yeah, there's no ladies dancing in windows and things.
There are lots of host bars as well. You'll see pictures of these glamorous looking men like these ones. So they're around too. Oh, there's the Grand Bell where I've stayed before. That was a really good hotel actually.
Should we head round to that?
Yeah, let's go that way. We've walked back to the Hotel Grand Bell many a time in the early hours of the morning, and it's been totally safe. Oh, there's a batting club, is that what they're called? A batting cage. This guy's got tattoos, he must be Yakuza.
I've seen a few.
Up there's the Butler's Club, and I don't know what all these establishments are. You can look them up if you like. It feels a bit like we're getting out of the main area of Kabukicho now. Here's the Grand Bell Hotel. I really like staying here. It's got a little garden outside that we used to get breakfast from the convenience store and sit outside. And if you are staying at that hotel or one in this area, you don't have to walk through Kabukicho if you don't want to. You can walk around it on the main street and completely avoid it. Or if you get the train back to Higashi Shinjuku Station, that's kind of on the top corner of Kabukicho, so you don't really need to go through it then either. You can see the clock tower from the Southern Terrace, Times Square up there in the distance. This Hotel Orion, I'm pretty sure that must be a love hotel. Yeah, there's the price outside for a rest. There's the prices for Hotel Atlas on a big billboard. In case you're not sure what a love hotel is, it's a place where you can go with your partner for a rest or to stay the night. It's not where you meet people, you check in just like a normal hotel. You see what I mean? They look quite glitzy. And if you are looking to stay in Kabukicho and you're booking a hotel, make sure you are booking a regular hotel, not a love hotel, unless you want to stay in one. You can usually tell if you have a look on Google Street View and check out the vibe. I remember seeing a review of one of them from someone on TripAdvisor saying it was very glam and Austin Powers style. Often, if you look for a hotel really early before the regular hotels have come up to be booked, a lot of them will be love hotels. But then some of them do have karaoke in your room, so that could be quite good. Others have rules where if you leave the room, it locks the door and checks you out, so you can't leave and come back. So that's not ideal if you're a tourist. Top dandy. We're going back towards the busier area now. You can feel the vibe changes a bit. Oh, there's the Hotel Grey Street up ahead. Is that King Kong up there?
Oh yeah. Looks exciting space.
Very exciting space. If you're not sure about staying in Kabukicho, or if it makes you feel nervous, or if you think it's not the sort of place for you, just don't stay here. There are plenty of other places in Tokyo to stay. But don't be scared of coming to visit if you want to. Crime levels in Japan are way lower than other countries, but of course you still need to use your common sense like you would do anywhere, and ignore those touts. Don't go into their bars. So bright. Oh, there's the I Heart Kabukicho sign up there.
Oh, we walked down, so let's go to a arcade and then we can go.
Oh, someone's having a bad time. Doesn't that view just look so Tokyo? Right, we're going to hit the convenience store and then that's us done for the day. So I hope I've shown you what it's really like in Kabukicho, or at least what it's like walking around the streets. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll do my best to help you out. I was trying to win these mini blood bags for some reason.
I think they are pretty tricky.
Because you can't pick them up.
You have to sort of, there we go.
Oh, they moved over like a millimetre.
They're all tangled up, that's the problem.
You could win quite a lot of them potentially.
Well, if only, eh? I don't know what's best to do here. I'm just going to go down. Oh no, that's not going to have done it.
Oh, that one is right on the edge, isn't it?
Have you got another couple hundred
It's
yet?
tangled. We're back.
A's falling down. Don't want A's.
You don't get a choice. Oh, that one's really hanging down.
I think it is just all tangled up. I'll do 2 more and then...
You've got to ask yourself, how much is a blood bag worth?
Well, it can save your life, can't it? Just going to try and prod it down. I don't think that will help, it's not very strong. No.
Oh,
as if. Right, last one. This is stupid. Come on.
Oh, how do you not win that? That's going right down there.
They're all hanging. Oh, there's one there. Hooray.
Did that fall down just then?
I think as I opened that, I think it fell down. I don't think this was worth it.
That's one way to win.
I won that.
Which blood type is it? A?
A, yeah. But there were all A's hanging down. Oh no, there is an O hanging.
Safe blood. If you win a huge plushie like this in the UFO catchers, that's obviously not going to fit in your suitcase. But in this arcade, there's this machine where you can shrink wrap it. It takes all the air out, and you end up with a small package like this. And your poor plushie is completely crushed. Oh, there's bags here. Put it in there, shut the lid, and it will shrink wrap it for you.